Hey guys, welcome back. So today I filmed this black smoky eye. I had asked on Instagram what types of looks people wanted to see, and a couple people said like a dark, deep black smoky eye. So that is what I did. I tried to put a little bit of glitter on it, but since the black was so black, it's not really showing up. And then I decided to put up my So then I also decided to put up my black sparkly background just because I was doing kind of like a deep, sultry look today and I thought it went really well. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Starting off this makeup look, I'm taking my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and I am just putting this all over my eye area just so I can prep my eyes for eyeshadow. It's very important to do this to get rid of the discoloration and the veininess. Taking the Zoeva Warm Spectrum palette, I'm just taking this cool, kind of warm brown shade, and I'm just putting this into my crease and into my upper crease as a transition shade. I always do transition shades first. I think it's very important to make sure you do your transition shade first, just so every other color blends seamlessly with all of the others. So I'm just blending it with my Sigma E40 blending brush. Once again, if you don't have it, you need it. Then taking this kind of warmer brown, deeper color on my Sigma E25 blending brush, I'm just putting this more deeply into the crease. So since this is going to be a pretty deep look because it's going to be a black smoky eye, I wanted to make sure the crease and the transition shades were very seamlessly blended, and I wanted that crease to get pretty deep. So I did layer that color quite a few times to make sure it was as deep as I was looking for, and then going back in with my Sigma E40 blending brush just to make sure all of the edges are blended. I did want it to be a little bit more warm, so I took my E40 blending brush and the kind of orange shade in that palette, and I just put that into the crease and upper crease just to kind of warm up the whole eye look. And then I went back in with that deep brown shade just so I could make the crease a little bit more deep. Picking up the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Black Bean, I'm just putting this everywhere we didn't put any color, so basically on the entire lid, because we are going to go in and put a black eyeshadow on top of it, but I wanted it to be very, very black. So I'm just blending it out with any kind of flat, short shader brush I had because I wanted it to be nice and dense so it didn't take too long to blend out. So as you can see, it just gave us a nice kind of deeper shade than the eyelid color actually had. And then we will start putting on our black eyeshadow. So still using that same palette, I'm picking up the black in that palette and I'm just putting it everywhere we put that black bean color. So I didn't want to put too much black on at once because it looks like it's not very pigmented, but trust me it is. I just barely put any on my brush just because I know that black is very hard to blend out, so I just wanted to start off very small. And then I'm going to take my my Sigma E25 blending brush, and I'm just going to blend it kind of up into the crease. I want it to be very gradient. And then I decided to go back in with that black just to kind of deepen it up, and this time I decided to take my finger because I thought that kind of gave off better pigmentation, and then going in with a kind of tapered blending brush to get into that crease, and then back in with my Sigma E25 just because it was a little more dense than the tapered one and it kind of helped the blending process. Going in with this Lena Lashes kind of pigmenty glitter and this liquid sugar, I'm just putting it all over my lid. Now I thought it was more of glitter. I feel like it was kind of like a pigment, but it did also have some glitter on it, and I put that on top of everywhere we had the black. Then taking that white color out of the same palette and highlighting my brow bone, and then just making sure that all of the edges in the thing are blended. Then taking my Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes Mascara to give myself a couple of coats because I am going to be going in with lashes, and my absolute favorite lashes recently are the Milano Trixie lashes. They are so natural and I'm obsessed with them, and if you use code Courtney you can get money off. And then moving on to face, I'm taking my Becca Aqua Luminous foundation in the shade Medium, and I'm just putting it all over my face with the little tip thing, and then blending it in with my Morphe 437. I never remember the names of these. It's so hard, and I just became an affiliate of Morphe, which is so super exciting. So if you use the code Courtney, you can get money off of your Morphe order. And then going in with concealer, I'm taking my Pro Conceal by LA Girl and then kind of squeezing it in my eye. It like popped. Does that happen to anybody else? Like when you use this and you like squeeze too hard and like air bubble pops out? Ugh, it almost got into my eye, as you saw. And I'm just putting this everywhere that I want to kind of highlight and conceal. So underneath my eyes, in the middle of my chin, in the middle of my forehead, and then I'm just going to be dabbing it out with my dampened contour sponge. These are my favorite sponges. I like these more than the beauty blenders. I always find myself reaching for these more than my beauty blenders. They just seem to have more bounce, and I don't know what it is. I just love them. I will leave the link to them down below. Taking the No Color RCMA powder just to set everywhere that I put the concealer, and I'm using my favorite Sigma brush. This is, I think, my absolute favorite. Maybe not. Maybe the F23. I don't know. Between this one and that one. It is like the under eye perfect setting brush. And then taking my MAC medium golden powder just to set the rest of my face. Then taking that same black shade on a Sigma definer brush, I'm just putting this very close to the lash line just because I want to smoke it out. And then mixing the brown shade and that orange shade together, I'm just going to be buffing it out. And I take a bigger brush because I want it to be even more smoky. And then just taking any black eyeliner. This one is from Makeup Geek. This one blends out seamlessly into the waterline and then seamlessly with like a pencil brush when you're blending it too. I love this eyeliner. Next, going in with bronzer, I'm taking the Urban Decay bronzer in the shade Bronzed, and I'm using my Sigma F23, I think this one is my favorite, brush. It's just so soft and it just bronzes your face so perfectly, and I'm just putting it everywhere that I like to bronze, so around the perimeter of my face, underneath my cheekbones, you know the drill. And then to contour, I'm taking the Makeup Geek Complicated Contour Pan, and I am just using that with my Sigma F77 contour brush. I love these two together. It's such a perfect shade to contour with, and same with the brush. So I'm just putting it underneath my cheekbones and then on the sides of my nose. For blush, I'm going in with Tarte Exposed Blush. I've been obsessed with this. This is a recent new purchase for me, and I'm obsessed with it. And then picking up the Ochre Beverly Hills Highlighter. If you don't have this yet, you need it. Like, this was the first time I had used it in this video, and I couldn't believe how pigmented it was. It's absolutely stunning. And I love that you don't have to use all the shades at once. And for my lips, I'm going in with the Jeffree Star Unicorn's Blood.